Welcome to the 5th episode of No Ed, It's Just Liz. This is a space where we could have raw conversations. Personal growth really changed my life, and I am on a mission to share everything that I've learned, everything that I continue to learn, and share with you my journey in hopes that it inspires you and in hopes that we are able to build a community here on my channel. There is highs and lows in personal growth. I believe that we should have raw conversations from the highs and lows and everything in between, because becoming our best selves is not a linear journey, but I do believe that we have experiences that can be similar and that we could learn from one another. The intention for No Ed, It's Just Liz is just to be able to have raw conversations and connect with you. In today's video, I really wanted to talk about being a person that seeked a lot of external validation and really honestly needed it in the past, to now being a person that can fill my own cup, that I have basically adapted the mindset of being the main character of my life and using my own life experiences as my motivation and my inspiration to continue to want to be the best version of myself. I really wanted to share this message with you today. Your measurement of growth should never be someone else's achievement. Your benchmarks for success should always be your past versions of yourselves. In my own personal experience, when I was seeking external validation, I was always comparing myself to others, to their successes, and why I was not in the places that they were, why I couldn't achieve what they were achieving. Living in that mindset was extremely hard. It caused me a lot of insecurity and it caused me a lot of self-sabotage. Today, I really want to get into how shifting your mindset can be the thing to propel you to start living your best life and to start becoming the person that you desire. Shifting my focus to self-comparison rather than external benchmarks. But first, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how easy it is to compare yourself to others. Let's talk about how easy it is to go on social media and see people's highlight reels of their lives and feel that others are living a better life experience than us. It is easy to do that. I believe shifting your focus and shifting your mindset is harder than comparing yourself with others. And the reason why is because right now, the way that things are, social media is a highlight reel. We are showing you the greatest parts. And even if you find creators that are showing you a more realistic outlook on how they are living their lives, they are still editing some of that out. There is structure to what those vlogs are. The vlogs are there to keep you entertained. Of course, comparison to others might be the default setting that we are in right now, and shifting your mindset into a self-comparison might be harder. Social media has a big part to do with that. If I may, I want to share a little bit of my personal experience on how changing my focus into a self-comparison mindset was the biggest thing that helped me excel in my career. I started working at 17 years old. I was still in high school. I did not go to college. I did not qualify for FAFSA. So that was something that already internally I felt that I could not do. My self-belief told me that I could not get the grades to get scholarships to go to school. So FAFSA would be the only way that I could get financial aid. And I did not qualify for financial aid because I was born in Mexico. So I already had that limiting belief that I brought along with me. So I said, you know what? The workforce is going to be for me. That is how I am going to earn my living. And that is how I am going to gain success. And that is how I am going to finally be someone that I can be proud of, right? That was my mindset going into the workforce, because I was comparing myself to my friends that were going to college and I was not going to college. So it was going to take me a lot longer to get into those high successful places that I desired to be. As soon as I got out of high school, a few months into being 18 years old, I got 2 jobs and I worked 2 jobs for years. That is how I made my living. That is how I felt that I was being successful, is by putting in the work, by working so hard. I eventually found myself working for the company that I work for now. I was about 21 years old. I was still working 2 jobs. I work in corporate dining and I started from the bottom. Throughout the years, I knew that I wanted to reach a manager position. I wanted to be a manager of the cafe. And it took me a while to get there because I needed validation from others. I didn't know how to look within myself to find confidence to believe that I could be a manager. So I was always seeking external validation from others. I was always being so self-critical about myself. I really wasn't putting the focus into the right places. Now, during 2020, Can we say pandemic now? I don't know. But during 2020, I was blessed enough and lucky enough to be able to maintain my paycheck during that time. And during that time, I figured that this was going to be the time I really needed to do the self work, that I really needed to look within myself, because I was tired of the life that I was living. I was tired of the mindset that I had. I was tired of being depressed. I was tired of feeling major anxiety. So I started to do the work. I started to seek out professional help, go to therapy. I started consuming personal growth content. I started reading a lot of books to better understand myself. And one of the things that really stood out to me is, how can I become the best champion for myself? How can I become inspired by my own actions? How can I start trusting myself? And the biggest thing that I found was having integrity. When you start to do the things that you say that you are going to do, you begin to trust yourself. That is your starting point. If you have low self-confidence, start planning out goals and start taking action. For example, you want to wake up 30 minutes earlier. You tell yourself the night before, I am going to wake up 30 minutes earlier tomorrow. And when your alarm rings, instead of snoozing the alarm, get up. Wake up, get up, start your day. Little wins are going to help you build your self-confidence. Why? Because you are sticking to your word, because you have integrity, because you are doing things that you said you were going to do, and you are doing it for you, right? Waking up 30 minutes earlier, I'm not proving nothing to nobody but myself. Nobody is telling me to wake up 30 minutes earlier. Nobody is giving me validation for waking up 30 minutes earlier. Who is that for? That is solely so you are able to trust yourself, that when you say something, you are going to do it. So when you start shifting your focus into a more internal focus, to a self-comparison focus, that is going to help you with your self-confidence. That is going to help you become the best version of yourself. And that is what I started to do. When I started to do things for me, when I started to journal, when I started to meditate, when I started to show up as the person that I wanted to be, I started dressing different at work. I started going in with a different mindset, a different attitude at work. I was there to serve others. I was there to provide value to my team. That is when I achieved the goal that I wanted for so long. It took me 6 years to become a manager. But as soon as I became a manager and I continued to stay within that mindset, one of the biggest opportunities in my career arose to take a leap of faith and become a project manager. If I compared my journey to others, that might not seem like a great accomplishment. I might downplay my accomplishment. But if I compare it to my journey and the past version of myself, that was one of the biggest accomplishments that I had done so far. And it made me just come in with a different perspective, to be excited to be there, to give it my all, and to ultimately feel confident in what I was doing. The more that I started to feel confident, the more that I started to pursue what I truly deeply desired. Some of the skills that you learn to become a project manager is being more organized, communication. One of the biggest things that I struggled with in the beginning was running meetings. I was the one leading the project, and running meetings was so intimidating for me to be the one to be speaking. But I am so grateful that I took that opportunity. I am so grateful that I was able to learn that skill, because now I truly believe that this is the reason why I finally am pursuing my deepest desire of finding my community here on YouTube. I don't think that would have happened if I didn't take the leap of faith. And it was all by shifting my mindset from looking within and comparing my journey, comparing my today to my past selves. I am nowhere near the person that I used to be. I have changed so much, and that was the biggest mindset shift that I could have done for myself. Start appreciating your own journey. Start believing that you are enough. Have compassion for yourself. You are human. Not every day we are going to have 100% energy, but when you do have 100% energy, do things that are for you and stick to them. Like always, I am just yapping away because I feel so inspired and so motivated to talk about these things. If you are looking to remove the need of external validations and start validating yourself, start journaling your growth, start documenting down where you are right now, so you are able to look back to it 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and see how much you have grown. If you commit to the things that you say that you're going to do, you are going to grow. Document these moments, document the moments of doubt, the fear, the moments of happiness, the moments of small wins and achievements. Look back to them and compare yourself and see the big difference that it will make. Get off social media. Detox. You don't need to be on social media every day, 24/7. Take a break. Stop looking at those highlight reels that we all put out there. Stop doing that and start living your own life. Start creating highlight reels for yourself. Only comparison that should matter when you are doubting yourself is your past self. Are you better than you were yesterday? And if the answer is yes, you are on the right path. If this resonated with you, let's do a little activity together. Start writing down daily one thing that you were proud of that you accomplished that day. Do that daily, and at the end of the week, read those things and see how you feel. See that you start to fill up your own cup without needing external validation. You are going to be able to start validating yourself. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Maybe I rambled too much. I don't know, but we are still working on getting better over here. I am no longer going to be afraid of showing up as a beginner, showing up as a person that is learning. This is what I want to do. I want to share. I want to build a community here on my channel. And please let me know in the comments down below what resonated with you, what you are going to be doing differently. Be on the lookout for No Edits, Just Liz every Wednesday, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.